40. This is when, starting from 33. So when Jesus therefore saw her weeping, Martha, and the Jews also weeping, which came with her, he groaned in the spirit. He groaned. You know what's groaning? You cry out to God. You know, you're speaking words, but those words are not audible enough for the neighbor to hear. Says the guy is groaning. He's not groaning. He's talking to Allah. Says, oh Lord, have mercy upon us. Whatever you're talking. So he says he groaned in the spirit and was troubled. 34. And said, where have you laid him? They said unto him, Lord, come and see. 35, verse 35. Jesus wept. You can remember this. The shortest sentence in the Bible. In the whole Bible encyclopedia, the shortest sentence somebody asks you, you can win a prize one day. Shortest sentence in the Bible is Jesus wept. 2 words. Shortest sentence. Remember that. You'll win a prize one day. Verse 36. Then said the Jews, behold how he loved him. Verse 37. And some of them said, could not this man which opened the eyes of the blind have caused that even this man should not have died? Jesus therefore again groaning in himself. Groaning. What's groaning? He's praying to God. He's offering up a silent prayer. So, oh my Lord, my friend is gone. Bring him back to life. But now the words are not audible to the people. They say, what is he doing? We don't know what he's talking about. He's groaning. They say he's groaning. He's not groaning. Cometh to the grave. It was a cave, not a hollow. And a stone lay upon it. Jesus said, take ye away the stone. Martha, the sister of him that was dead, saith unto him, Lord, by this time he stinketh. He must be stinking. For he had been dead 4 days. Jesus says unto her, said I not unto thee, that if thou wouldst believe, if you have iman, if you have faith, thou shouldst see the glory of God. Not my glory, Allah's glory. If you have faith, iman, you can still see Allah's glory, Allah's power, what he can do. Then they took away the stone from the place where the dead was laid. And Jesus lifted up his eyes towards heaven and said, Father. Now he's talking loudly. All the while he was groaning, means he was silent prayer, communing with God. Now he wants the people to hear. He says, Father, I thank thee that thou hast heard me. What? That groaning. He was offering a prayer. So now I know. I thank you. You heard my prayer. Means now he gets the assurance. Allah tells him, go ahead, ask what you want, I'll give it to you. It's a matter between the beloved and the master. God says, like, ask what you want. You get it. So that thou hast heard me. And I know, he says. And I knew, verse 42, and I knew that thou hearest me always. Means whatever I'm asking, you're giving me. Healing the blind, the lepers, quickening the dead, whatever I'm asking, you hear me. Doesn't mean that he's deaf at any time. No, means you're answering my prayers every time. Whatever I ask, you give me. I know that you hearest me always. But because of the people that stood by, these people, superstitious, credulous people, they might think I did it. I'm a God, giving life to the dead. For that I'm putting up a performance. Oh my Father, I know that thou hast heard me. And I know that thou hearest me always. But because of these people, this superstitious lot, credulous people, they might think I did it. I want them to know I'm not doing it. It's you who's doing the works. That they may believe that thou hast sent me. That they may believe that thou hast sent, that you sent me. That I'm sent by you. I'm a true messenger of God. That's all. That's why I'm putting up an act. All the while the groaning, he is doing silent prayer. When he gets the assurance, he says, Lazarus, Lazarus, come out. And Lazarus came out. Why? Because God had assured him, go ahead and ask what you want, you get it. He gave him a blank check. It's not his, it was given to him. He called, he used it, and he got it. And Peter, the greatest of the disciples of Jesus, according to Jesus, he said, I give you the keys of heaven. He says, on this rock, Cephas, on this rock I'll build my church. And the gates of hell will not prevail against it. This Peter, he testifies in the book of Acts, in the Bible, chapter 2, verse 22. He said, ye men of Israel, O Jews, hear these words. Listen to this. Jesus of Nazareth, A man approved of God among you. A man, not a God. A man approved of God among you by miracles and wonders and signs which God did by him. Which God did by him. He was only using him to press the button, to put on the switch. The power was not his. It came from the power station. Which God did by him in the midst of you, which you yourself also know. Where does he say Jesus gave life to the dead? Where did he give life to the dead? Did he say he gave life to the dead? No. He says, given to me. All power is given unto me. It's not his. On the cross, imagine a God crying. He cries. This is according to the Christian scriptures. He said, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. Which means, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? He is God. This is what the Christians say. And he's crying to somebody else, that you have let me down. How can he as a God let himself down if he didn't want to be let down? Look, simple logic. How can he's God and he's crying to somebody else? Who's that somebody else? That somebody else is a real God. And his name, you know what is his name? Allah. He's crying to Allah. There, it's there in the book. But the Christian is so programmed, he sees it and he doesn't see. He's hearing and he's not hearing. I'm asking, and you can ask them, these Christians, these Jehovah's Witnesses. They say his name is Jehovah. We said, look, when Jesus said, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani, does that sound like to you like Jehovah, Jehovah, lama sabachthani? Ask him. In the most critical moment of a person's life, when you cry for your mother in your mother tongue, for your father or for anybody in your mother tongue, he's crying to who? To Jehovah? No. Does that sound like to you like Jehovah, Jehovah? Anybody? No, you need some ear treatment. If you are hearing Jehovah, Jehovah. He says, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. Ask the Jews, ask the other Christians. Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. Does that sound like Abba, Abba, lama sabachthani? Sound like Abba, Abba? Abba means father in Hebrew. No. Listen again. Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani in Hebrew. Allah, Allah, lama taraktani in Arabic. Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. Allah, Allah, lama taraktani. Does it sound similar? Yes. He's crying to Allah. And this word Allah was in this Bible here. I think it's still here, this Bible. Schofield Bible, reference Bible. In the book of Genesis, first chapter, verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And the word God is given a small number to give you further explanation. And in that explanation, these, Reverend Dr. Schofield, backed by 8 DDs, not Deedats, 8 DDs, they backed him up. And they gave the explanation that God in Hebrew is El or Elah, alternatively spelled as Allah, A-L-A-H, Allah. So the only exception I took, that's about 15 years ago, I said, look, you can spell it as you like, but my language, I want you to pronounce the way I asked you to pronounce. Try. I know you can't make it, but try. Be sincere. Try and make an effort. It is not Allah, it's Allah. Not Allah, it's Allah. Say Allah. Allah. So when I made this, I said, look, here it is. They have come very close now. From E-L-A-H, now they got A-L-A-H. Only thing I'm saying, you must pronounce it the way I ask you to pronounce. Allah, you can spell it, but say Allah, not Allah. You know what? In the next Schofield Bible, they took it out. The word Allah is taken out. You know, amazing the games that they play. As if they are following me. Wherever I'm going, whatever I'm speaking. Look, I'm talking about this book now. That Kim, what's it, Kim? Niv Bible. The Ascension of Jesus. Mark chapter 16. They took it out in the Revised Standard Version. They threw it out. Ascension was thrown out. Now they put it back into that one. And in the footnote they say, in the most